quit bodybuilding because I couldn't be a good dad. You can't be both, and I kind of believed it.
Working at. So for me, until I'm Mr. Olympia, that drive and that passion every day, would the competitors who I'm up against be welching out on this set? Will they be moaning about this is hard, or if they're hungry and stuff? And these type of things in my head just flick the switch, and I'm like, no. And I'm the guy who has to work harder than everybody else, be in the trenches and graft, and that's how I've always been. Savagely or hard, they put themselves in them horrible places where they'll use their family, for instance. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but like they're in trouble, or there's something under something what you need to move, and the only way you're going to move is if you do these next 2 reps. And if you literally take it, and you just get this overwhelming power and strength to get those last. To be a pro, dedication, commitment, patience, it's not going to happen overnight, and you've got to love it. You've got to live and breathe bodybuilding 365 days a year, because it's not a prep, it's a lifestyle, and you can rush the process, but it'll look forced and it won't yield what you kind of want to look like. For me, I've been training 20 years and stuff, and I'm only starting to get to the point where I want to be now. Patience is a big one, and a hell of a lot of commitment. I've sacrificed a lot over the years. You can't help, but bodybuilding is a very selfish sport, and if you want to be the best in the world at it, you have to put your food, your sleep, your rest, your training before anything, before family, friends, all that kind of stuff. I've got a vest on to film you today, but I train in hoodies, I train covered up. I'm not someone who walks around with a top off or anything. I compete on stage with my top off, and that's it. The rest of the time I'm covered up and stuff, because I don't do this sport really for anyone else other than for my confidence and for me to feel okay. And that's why I probably train the way I do. That's probably why I put myself through what I do, is to keep that at bay. I've never been entirely uncomfortable in the early days of how I look and feel. I always felt like I was overweight. What I see in the mirror is different to what everybody else sees, and my way of dealing with that is training, eating well and feeling good on the inside and on the outside.
He went, "This is not men's physique." He said, "It's too lean, too hard. We're looking for that." I was like, I can't change things in comparison bar me. I went to the guy after, I went to the head judge, because I was gutted, mortified, really upset, on a proper downer. He didn't call you. As I went to him, he looked me up and down, he just went, "We don't want this over here, like that doesn't work. Your physique, nothing works over here." And I was like, "Well, what do you take? How do you take that?" And I walked off, and we kind of said that was it. And I always remember this guy, don't know his name, too hard posing over here. He said, "Go to the West Coast, go to the East Coast. Steve, Bev's gym, that type. They prefer more hardcore kind of posing on the West Coast." And sure enough, 3 months later, I went to Miami, won Miami. The first, I don't know, part of my career was all just about me, myself and I, and not because I was nasty with it. I was just have a winner's mindset. It was all about another title for myself. But then when obviously got married and had Alfie, there's more to it. Like I provide for him. I quit bodybuilding because I couldn't be a good dad. You can't be both. And I kind of believed him when, especially when I placed at the Olympia the year before, how bad I placed. I was like, he was right. He's a good friend of mine. He was a bodybuilder and he retired because he became a dad. And he just said, you can't be both. You can't know that I couldn't have done any more. Like I've put my heart and soul into this. And because I've prepped myself, I'm accountable to myself. And I know if I can bring what I believe I can do and what I'm working towards, then it can beat anybody on that day. And that's how I want to go in with that mentality and smash the shit out of them.
What do we do for the things that we love?